Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this look for you guys. It is a really warm orange smoky eye with copper glitter in the inner corners, and I paired it with a nude lip. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the tutorial. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in shade 1.5 all over my lid to serve as a base for my eyeshadows, and then I'm setting it with a translucent powder. Now I'm going into Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and I'm using a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just buffing that all into my crease to serve as a transition shade. After that, I'm using the same brush and I'm going into Chickadee, which is also from Makeup Geek, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm buffing that all into my crease and making sure it's really blended out. I'm going to be using about 5 or 6 different eyeshadows for this tutorial, so the key to this look is to blend. Make sure you blend out each color really well before you add another. Then I'm going into Early Bird, which is also from Makeup Geek. All of the eyeshadows that I'm using this look are going to be from Makeup Geek. And I'm applying this to my crease with a Sedona Lace EB09 brush, and I'm also blending that onto the lid as well. With the same brush, I'm going into the color Morocco, and I'm blending that into my crease and onto the outer half of my lid. Then after that, I'm using the eyeshadow Sidekick, and I'm using a denser brush. This is the small tapered blending brush from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, and I'm popping that into my outer V. And then I'm making sure it's blended out with that same blending brush from Sedona Lace that I've been using. Then one last time, I'm going in with my Sedona Lace EB13 brush to make sure everything is blended and I have no harsh lines. Now moving on to the lower lash line, I'm using my pencil brush from Sigma, and I'm buffing that Early Bird eyeshadow onto my lower lash line and really smoking it out. And once I have all of that blended, I'm using my smudge brush, which is also from Sigma, and I'm applying the Morocco color, which is the brighter orange eyeshadow that I used, and I'm smudging that onto my lower lash line. And last but not least, using this smudge brush again, I'm going into Sidekick, and I'm smudging that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. After I've done all that, I'm going in with that same Sedona Lace EB09 blending brush, and I'm just really blowing out that lower lash line, making sure I don't have any harsh lines. And then I'm going in with a dry beauty blender and some translucent powder to just clean up the edges. Now taking Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek, I'm applying this to my brow bone just to free up some space between my brow and the eyeshadow. And then over top of that, to add some highlight to the brow bone, I'm using that same MAC 242 brush and applying the Balm's Overshadow in No Money No Honey. Now is when I'm adding the glitter. I'm first applying the glitter glue from Violet Voss, and then I'm packing on this glitter. This is True Copper, and this is from bulkglitters.com. They have a ton of glitters for really cheap. I think this one was 99 cents or $1.99 for a bitty jar. You just have to make sure you get the one that's safe for cosmetics, so go ahead and go check them out. After that, I'm just tightlining with a waterproof pencil liner, and then creating a really thin line with some gel liner so my lashes have something to sit on. Next, I'm just applying some mascara to my top lashes before I put on my falsies. And for falsies, I'm using the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. Go figure, if you've watched my tutorials, you probably know by now, these are my absolute favorite lashes. Once I've popped those on, I'm just finishing up by applying some mascara to my lower lashes. And then for my waterline, I'm using the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Sienna. And that is it for the eyes. Now moving on to the face. I already did my foundation, concealer, and powder off camera. So I'm going straight into bronzer and contour. I'm using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer in light and medium. I'm applying that to the contours of my cheeks, my jawline, underneath my chin, and also on my forehead. And I'm using the NYX 05 brush to apply this with, and it has been one of my go-to brushes for contour lately. Next, I'm applying blush. I'm using the Bliss blush from Makeup Geek. I'm applying this with my Morphe E4 brush. Then I'm using a dry beauty blender and some translucent powder to clean up everything. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder in this tutorial, by the way. And I'm letting that sit for a minute. And then with the NYX 04 brush, I'm just buffing that away, and I'm also using it to blend out my blush and my contour so I don't have any harsh lines. For highlighter, I'm using my Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I do have a coupon code for them. If you use KMORE at checkout, you can get 30% off. And I'm applying this to the high points of my cheeks, my chin, and my temples with the A23 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then with my finger, I'm applying it to my Cupid's bow and the bridge and tip of my nose. Now for lips, I already had chapstick on beforehand. I had already moisturized my lips. So now I'm going in with my NYX lip liner in Nude Truffle, and I'm lining my entire lips with this. And then I'm going over top of that with my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. And that finishes up this look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.